The latest Skillshare course I made is on color and texture in generative art, but nowhere in there did I talk about choosing a color palette for your generative artwork. So in this video, I'll share a few tips and tricks to build the skill of selecting colors you enjoy working with. I choose most of my palettes intuitively with no color theory or rules to follow, but a few elements help me feel what colors blend nicely. When I begin developing and coding my sketches, I start in black and white because I like to get the functionality out of the way first and later think about color. Sometimes the design itself helps me choose my color palette. For a project like this one, for instance, we can go with different approaches. We can do random colors or play with the sketch's parameters, scale, position on either axis or both, or even the angle. So let's focus on one example and see what ideas come to mind. With scale changing per noise, the design looks like the agents have a life cycle. That reminds me of fire, so this is a potential color palette. The stages of a burning process. Or maybe when I have more agents in each cell, it looks like something is ebbing and flowing, like waves on a beach. That brings another color sequence to life. Whatever your project is, there are always different color choices based on what you see in it. However, if nothing comes to mind, then it's time to use that color you've always admired. What's your favorite color, or what color has been grabbing your attention lately? Plot it in any application you use to create your color themes and build something around it. For example, I took a color from a notebook on my desk and played around until I found harmonious shades. If this is too much initially, I would recommend using the techniques from this video to help you out. You already have one color, and this video will help you build upon it. A regular practice that I do is go on Pinterest and save images with colors I like. Or maybe go to the Explore page on Adobe Color for inspiration. Find inspiration everywhere you look. Next time you're watching a movie, save the scenes that you like the colors of. Or note what you see on your walk or drive around your neighborhood. A rule of thumb, or something that I've found useful, is to look at real-life objects if you're working on digital artwork. Even going to a farmer's market inspires my color choices. Real-life scenery allows for more creativity with your color choices because objects and people aren't arranged next to each other to fit a color scheme. They exist unintentionally in proximity to each other. Those occasions allow for unprecedented combinations. One of my favorite videos is this one by Struthless, where the artist received a piece of advice to draw the same subject every day for a whole year. You can imagine how exhausting that can be, but that kind of limitation allowed for more creativity. So revisiting an old palette or limiting yourself to a few colors for some time can help you be more creative with your color application. You can also start with that palette, adjusting the hue bit by bit or the brightness and saturation to develop many variations. Or try using a different colored backgrounds than the one before. Sometimes a darker background makes some colors pop more than a lighter background, or maybe 2 or 3 colors of the palette would suffice. Sometimes using more is the problem. In the end, no matter what you choose, it has to be something you like. Not because it's trendy or it gets more traction. Everyone has a different background, different surroundings, and different views. All of that affects the way you look at the world. Take advantage of it and pick colors you enjoy looking at.